Konnichiwa everyone, Dan from JaDan.co.uk. Today, live stream. Why not? Gonna be the very best. Have you got the chalice? Welcome to my live stream. I'm here to answer some questions about Japan or my life or basically just to hang out. What are you doing for Obon? Any special videos planned? I'm going to go to Nara for a couple of days. Never been to Nara, I don't really know what's there, but I'll make a video about that. I'm also going to a punk show on Saturday. Probably make a video about that. Mickey D, what's your Pokédex looking like? Oh, let's have a look. Caught 220. So, looking a bit like this. Oh no, I clicked on Persian like a dickhead. Oh, it's crashed. Well, there you go. That's a fucking damning indictment of Pokemon Go, innit? Crash when I open Persian. What can you do? I'm gonna be the very best. That sounded a bit like James Hetfield from Metallica. Do you need to be able to speak good Japanese to teach English in Japan? No, I don't speak good Japanese and I teach English in Japan. In fact, the company that I work for insists on not using Japanese in the classroom. So they actually probably prefer it if you don't speak Japanese. But having said that, daily life in Japan is a lot harder if you don't speak Japanese. So, you know, like, are there doggos in Japan? Mate, there's bear doggos in Japan. Sometimes, like, this is a bit of a strange confession to make, but sometimes when I get a bit sad or a bit lonely, I'll go to a park or a beach and just wait for people with dogs to walk past and never go on the dog. They've got some cool dogs. But people in Japan treat their dogs a bit like people. Like, I've seen people pushing them around in, like, baby strollers. And I've seen people, like, carrying the dog. And there's one dude in Himeji that just has the dog, like, nursing the dog. And he's riding his bike around town. And this dog's fucking buzzing on it the whole time. What Japan like on tattoos? When I was in Tokyo, it seems to be okay, but I read they're pretty negative. Yeah, like, tattoos in general, like, things are changing, I think. But, like, the old kind of opinion is that it was all like Yakuza. So, like, people with tattoos are considered, like, dangerous. Not so much Westerners, but, like, Japanese people, right? And that's kind of where a lot of the stigma comes from. I mean, I've got a couple of tattoos myself. I've got a tattoo on my leg. I've got a kanji for 10 on my leg because of Street Fighter. And I've got one on my arm here for when my dad died. But, like, generally, it doesn't really matter in your day-to-day life. If you have to do stuff, it doesn't matter in your day-to-day life if you can keep them covered up. Like, walking around on your days off and stuff, nobody cares. But, like, if you're in a professional environment and you've got, like, visible tattoos, that's going to suck for you. If you're into, like, going to onsen and looking at other dudes' dicks and that, then you can't really do that if you've got tattoos. You might also have trouble going to gyms and swimming pools and stuff like that. But overall, it's, like, it's not bad. It's a lot of the things I think are like, oh, it's worse than it is. So I never had any problems, put it that way. But then again, I can cover them up and I don't really want to go to onsen. So have you got the chalice? No, it's just the way my trousers have rooked up. What are the Japanese preconceptions of the English? Good question. So they assume that everyone's like a gentleman and they assume that everyone's like fucking Downton Abbey, I think. And most people are a bit more open-minded about it because the internet's a thing. So they all think that English food's pretty shit, which is pretty much spot on, to be fair. And they are surprised when you tell them that people don't really use umbrellas as much as they think. Umbrellas are a big thing here. And yeah, they think we're all right, I guess. Do you think Theresa May is fit? I'd fucking punch her in the face if I ever met her. Straight up. Fisting in a way, but fisting her fucking nose into the back of her head. That was one of them sentences that when I started saying it, I knew it was going to be daft. Who are your top 5 political hotties? John Prescott, #1. Oh dear. Have you ever had a blowjob? If so, how good was it? Just ask your mum, mate, she'll tell you. How often do you feel earthquakes? To be honest, I've felt one since I got here. Touch wood. Touch wood. And yeah, I've not really felt any earthquakes, to be honest with you. And the one I did feel were really like nothing. So, but apparently, like where I am, they're not that common. So that's kind of cool. Where do you want to go to in Japan that you haven't been to yet? Good question, Sam. Like Hokkaido. I really want to go to Hokkaido. Like the Yuki Matsuri is something I wanted to do before I even came to Japan. Can't do questions so much now. What do you suggest for calming a baby down? Extreme death metal. Ramen or udon? Wow, that's kind of tough. That's kind of tough. Probably ramen. Probably ramen. Tonkotsu ramen is fucking bad, man. But I like udon too, so. How's working in Japan? I always heard stories about overworking. I think if you work in a Japanese company, overworking is probably a big thing. But to be honest, I work for a gaijin company, so it's not so bad. But having said that, I have been picking up quite a bit of overtime recently. The odd few shifts here and there because Oban is coming up and they're going to close, so you have to make up the hours elsewhere. And other people are going on vacation and stuff, so I've been covering their shifts too. When you see another gaijin, you don't know it. Mate, the gaijin nod is real. So always like walking down the street, another gaijin walking over way. Like, yes, my friend, we're both foreign. And I don't know you, but we're in the same situation, so ganbatte kudasai. So, yeah, I'm out. Thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate it. Do me a favor, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. I'd appreciate that. Trying to get to 2,000 subs. And as always, until next time, Jamata.